Yo, 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 yo. What's happening, everybody? How we doing? How we looking? How we feeling? How we smelling? How you doing, man? How y'all feeling out there? Yo, it's your boy, the Talented Brandon J, and you're watching the Talented Brandon J YouTube channel. Tuning in to what episode is this? Episode 8 of Everyday Shuffle. Yo, how we feeling out there, man? How y'all looking? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome back. This is the first episode back for the new year, man. I know it's been a minute since I dropped an episode. Man, it was a lot going on in December, you know what I mean? I know it's been a minute. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step two, step two, step two, step two. Yo, it's been a minute, man. I missed y'all. Hope y'all missed me. Hey. Yo, here we are. It's a new year. Happy New Year to everybody out there, man. I know I'm late to the party. It's still January. It's still time to say Happy New Year. So Happy New Year to y'all, man. You know, new year, new you. Redo. Do it over. You know what I mean? Do it right. Do it better. You know what I'm saying? Yo, how we feeling, man? I'm doing all right. I don't know about y'all, but I'm doing all right. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about the new year. I'm feeling good about where things are going. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure everybody's at the gym right now. You know what I mean? You know how it go with that new year. Everybody at the gym. Gym be making. This is when the gym make the most money, man. January through probably March. January through March. And I might even be being generous with that one. But yeah, January through March, that's when the gyms make the most money. Everybody on that New Year's resolution. You know what I mean? New year, new them, working on that new you. Gyms are crazy. Not me. Not me. Do it year round. I work on me year round. I'm working on a new me every time, every day. Every day I wake up, man, I'm trying to be a better me. A new me. You know what I mean? A more evolved me. You got to put in that work year round. You dig? That's where I'm at with it. Oh, man. Yo, a lot has happened since the last time we spoke. A lot. I don't even know if I'm going to be able. I won't even try to touch all the things that went down since the last time we spoke. Just, you know, in the culture, so many things has been going down. Let me get my notes out. Y'all know me. I gotta check out my notes. A lot of new music is dropped. Shows have come out. Shows that I'm watching, the seasons have ended. Season finales. So much, man. Yeah, documentaries. Oh, man. Where do I want to start? Man, thank you guys for listening in once again, man. I am your host, the Talented Brandon J, and you are tuning in to the episode 8. Excuse me, episode 8 of Everyday Shuffle. You are watching the Talented Brandon J YouTube channel, man. Please like and subscribe. Year has started. The new year has started. By that I mean the new semester. Y'all know me. I'm also Professor J, and it's a new semester started. I'm back at all the schools now. I'm 3 weeks in at UCR. And today was day 1 at Pomona College. Feeling good about the quarters. I'm feeling good about the semesters. Feeling good about the classes. Got some good energy. For the most part for a winter semester. Pretty good energy. I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? Got some things, we working on, but all in all, it's all good. Yeah, man. What happened? What happened in class? Hey, here's what I know. I get into music. I go right into music. Here's what I learned. And what I've been learning about my students, man. And I can only speak for the students that come encounter with. You know what I mean? The ones that I engage, and I don't know if this is like this everywhere. I don't have a lot of. That's funny. I was just having this conversation with the professor today. I don't have a lot of colleagues or friends that teach on the level that I teach in, like teaching in on the college level in hip hop. You know what I mean? I don't know anybody else. I honestly don't know anybody else who teach hip hop like I do. And has been doing it this long. Cause this year is 2026, y'all. 2026 marks 20 years. I've been doing this thing for 20 years. I've been teaching on the college level for 20 years. Excuse me. 20 years, man. It's crazy. I still remember it like it was yesterday. And I never thought when I first got the gig at Pomona College 20 years ago that I would be here 20 years later, or even be still teaching on the college level for 20 years later. Crazy. I never thought of it. And I was young. Man. I was 24. I was the tender age of 24 when I started teaching at a college. That's crazy. Didn't know nothing. Just threw me in, man, and it was sink or swim. And I must say I'm very proud of myself. I am killing the game right now. And I wish I would have known then what I know now. But I'm very impressed with what I've done over the past 20 years, man. It's pretty dope. Very proud of myself. Pat myself on the back. I don't do that enough. So yeah, it's been 20 years since I started. But here's what I've learned about my students, and I would love to sit and talk with another teacher or professor on the college level who also teaches hip hop. Because now one of the questions that I'm asking in my classes, usually on the first day, what's the last album you listen? Who's your favorite hip hop artist and or album? I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before on another episode. These young people are not listening to albums. Like, they're not listening to albums. I might get one or two that can just go right off the dome. Oh yeah, I like this hip hop album, or I love this artist. The majority of the class are not listening to albums, or don't actually have a favorite hip hop artist, which I find so interesting because I'm asking them this in my hip hop class. But I'm learning more and more, man. More and more every time. And I know I've mentioned this. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before in another episode. But like, no one's listening to art. Like, they'll tell me like, I like this song, so I'll just listen to that song. But back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days, I remember way back when. Here we go. It was a thing. It was an event to go and buy an album when the album dropped. It was a thing to get up and go and buy the album. Go to the record store and search for the album, hoping that they still had it and it wasn't sold out. Like, it was an event. I remember me and my homeboy Big Joe, we used to drive to Best Buy, grab the album, and we'll buy the album. He'd be like, yo, man. He's like, yo, come through, bro. Let's go get this new album. So we'll swing by Best Buy or the record store, and so we can pick up this new album. He get an album, I get an album, and we get in the car and we rushing because I used to listen. He ain't like I listened to hip hop, but I also was like I was always an old head, so I always listen to old school music or some dope R&B. You know what I mean? Don't let Michael Jackson drop an album the same time as DMX or somebody like that. Like, yo, I'm always cop them kind of albums too. So there'll be days where I cop an album and he cop an album at the same time, and we rushing in the car who can get their album uncovered fast so we could put the CD in the CD player first to see who's gonna listen and get the first listen. You know what I mean? Like it was a thing. Like if you heard a song on the radio, and then and it was dope, that dope song would make you want to get the album so you can listen to more potentially dope songs. From what I'm gathering from my classrooms is that not even that one dope song make them want to go to the album and see what else is going on. That's one. Is that they're not even listening to albums, and even when they hear one good song, it doesn't make them want to go and listen to the album for some reason. That's one. Two, I'm also learning, because there's so many hip hop artists, that they don't even know like who to listen for. They don't really, there's so many dope artists that my students don't even know about. I mentioned this in another episode too before. Like the artists that I play are still a lot of the artists that I listen to. So they don't even know who to listen for. So I say all of that to say, and I repeat a lot of that to say, I've got homework. I'm giving them homework. I am giving them homework. Every time I learn something new about my students, man, I got to figure out a way to fix it, for lack of a better way of saying that. Not to say that they're broke, but I got to turn them on to something new. I gotta fix that, because that's, for me, that's a problem. That's a problem. If you're not listening to, you don't have a hip hop artist that you can just call out off the dome that you like and love to hear and listen to, that's a problem for me. Now, I can't have you, and I told them this this week at both UCR and Pomona. Now, here's two different schools that I teach at, and I'm getting the same outcome. So I can only imagine that this is happening in other places. So I tell them, there's no learning this about you guys. There's no way I can allow you to come into a hip hop class with me, never have listened to a hip hop album, spend all these weeks, almost 3 months with me, and leave here still have not ever listened to a hip hop album. It's not going to happen. I can't do it. I can't let that happen. So we got homework. So now, every week, if not every week, every other week, we listening to a new album. Or listening to an album. It don't even have to be like a new album that just dropped. Because they don't know about anybody, really. So from now on, every week or every other week, we listening to an album. That's homework. So if I give them an album to listen to on Monday, the following Monday, We talking about it. We talking about it. So you came into this class, never have listened to one hip hop album. When you leave here, you're going to have listened to at least 5. To at least 5. Because I got to do the Lord's work. I got to do the Lord's work. I got to do it. Got to do it. So that's where I'm at with it, man. That's crazy. That's crazy work to me. That's crazy. I had no idea that this many students, this many young people don't even listen to albums. Now, granted, I get it. And a student made this point today. And I think I'm sorry if I repeat myself, but I do remember saying this as well, that there's also some artists out there who just don't make cohesive albums. You know what I mean? You like the song and then you go to listen to the album, and then that one song is the best song on the album. And that's because that's usually because of these newer artists. These newer artists don't really put thought into an album. I told my students today, I say, man, listening to an album, like a dope album, it's kind of like going to the movies. To sit and listen to an album, a good album should take you on a journey. A good album should take you on a journey, make you see, visualize, feel, relate to, laugh, cry. Like a good album will take you on a journey. It should feel like you're sitting and watching a movie. And my student was absolutely right. Not every artist is putting that kind of thought into their album. But there are a lot of artists that are. And those are the ones I got to turn you on to. Those are the ones I got to turn you on to. So all my viewers out there who with me, who rocking with me on the channel, if y'all the same way, I got homework for y'all too. You know what I mean? So when I drop the homework to my students, I'm gonna come on here, drop the same homework to them, to you guys, so we can discuss it, man. And hit me up in the chats, in the comments, man. Let me know. So like right now, the first album I gave, Wiz Khalifa just dropped the album. I've already listened to it. I gave it one listen to this morning. I told my students yesterday I hadn't listened to it yet. I just saw that it had dropped, and I heard some pretty good things about it. So I was like, told my students, like, I haven't listened to it yet, so we all gonna be listening to it for the first time. That's the first homework assignment, is the new Wiz Khalifa. I ain't even gonna talk about it yet. I'll come back on the next episode and talk about it. But I did give it a listen. Today. I went on a little walk, a little exercise walk, and put my headphones on, and I listened to it in the headphones, and I'm gonna give it another listen. I'm gonna check it out again. No, nothing bad. I like it. There's bops, but I'm gonna give it another listen. So Wiz Khalifa, for those of y'all who want to join in on the homework, we listening to Wiz Khalifa right now, a new album, and yeah, that's the homework assignment. You know what I mean? What else? Speaking of music or new music, man, since the last time we talked, a lot of music dropped. There was quite a bit. It was not even that a lot of music dropped, but there's a lot of music that I didn't get a chance to talk about because I've been gone for a couple weeks now. But there has been music that has dropped that I didn't get a chance to talk about. There is some music that's like that I'm just still rocking with, living with right now. The De La Soul album, I think I talked about that. The newest De La Soul, I'm still living with that album. Just fire to me. Who else? The Halo V, I'm living with that because I'm creating to that. So I'm still living with that album also. That new Halo V. Who else? Who else am I listening to right now? New music that dropped since the last time we talked was Nas and DJ Premier. Preem, aka Preem, Nas and Preem. That's a dope album. They call that the type of album that is, that the vibe of that album, excuse me, in New York is called that boom bap. It's the type of beat, man, the type of sound. Light Years, I think it's the name of the album. Light Years. Nas and Preem, I like it. Nas and DJ Premier. It's a dope album. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Who else dropped? ASAP Rocky. Excuse me. ASAP Rocky just dropped an album. Have not given that a listen yet, but I think I'm gonna check that out. I heard some reviews about that. Nothing bad. Just different apparently. I'm not very well versed on like ASAP Rocky albums, I should say. So this would probably be like the first ASAP Rocky album that I've gave like a serious listen to. So I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna check it out. Who else? Who else am I still just listening to right now? West Side Gun. I'm still vibing off the West Side Gun album. Like my sound that I gravitate to is just that very groovy, very very hip hop sound. How can I say? It's very. There's a lot of musicianship. You can hear musicianship in that type of hip hop that I like to listen to. So people like Logic. I've been saying that I don't, you don't hear much about Logic, but I like this dude's albums, man. I really do. He really does really dope production to me. Who else am I listening to right now? What other albums just got me in the headlock? I've been giving Eluj, that new Eluj. I talked about it when it dropped. I'm still listening to that. I still listen to that Eluj. I think that's how you pronounce that cat's name. I would love to see that. I'd love to see that dude in a concert, actually. Who else? Jill Scott is about to drop. Can't wait for that. She's about to drop a new album. I think next month. I think her drop date is next month. Either later this month or next month, early next month. Bruno Mars is about to drop an album. He already selling tickets. His tour tickets went on sale already. I had a student of mine came up to me and was like, "Yo, Brandon, I'm gonna be a little late. I need to get these Bruno Mars tickets." I was like, "Yo, do your thing." But I was like, "Damn, he ain't even dropped the album yet." She's like, "I know the tickets went on sale. Like, I think the tickets went on sale Tuesday. Either last Thursday. I think tickets went on sale last week Thursday. So yeah, Bruno Mars is about to drop. I just gave a sneak peek listen to his new single. Sounded like classic Bruno Mars. I heard nothing but great things about Bruno Mars's concerts. I've never been to a concert, but I've heard some credible people say they put him at like the top 3 of best concerts they've ever been to, which I don't doubt. His Super Bowl halftime show was crazy dope. So I can only imagine what this brother does live on stage. So he's already selling out, and I think he's doing a stadium tour. You know what I mean? So that's huge. That's big. So Bruno Mars is about to drop an album and they're already selling concert tickets. Who else? Oh, yo, I'm late to the party. You know me. I'm late to the party. But I always hear the single on the radio. And I heard about the album, just never gave it a listen. Because this person's album dropped the same day as the Clips album. So I was like, clearly I'm listening to the Clips album first and had been listening to that. So one day I'm driving over the break, you know what I mean? I'm riding, I'm driving around, I'm just running errands. I'm like, I'm gonna be spending some time in the car. Let me throw this album on. So I threw on Justin Bieber's latest album, Swag. And let me tell you, I like it. I like it. The Justin Bieber Swag album, I like it. I had no idea, and it might be the first Justin Bieber album I listened to. But that album is a vibe. It's 100% a vibe. I was not expecting that. But I do like the single, Daisies. I do like that single, and it's on heavy rotation on the radio. And I do like that single, so I was like, let me check it out. Let me check out the album. You see what I did there, y'all? You see what I did there? I heard the song on the radio. I liked it, and it made me want to listen to the album. That's how that works. That's how that works. So I like it, man. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Justin Bieber Swag album is a vibe. Straight vibe. Easy listen. I love an album that's an easy listening. Easy listen from beginning to end. Before you know it, you're on the last song and it's like, whoa. So yeah, I like that. I like it. Who else is in music right now? I think that's it, man. Yeah, I don't know who else I'm still listening to. It's quite a few people. Like Tidra Moses. I mean, she's just a vibe to me. Oh, yeah. Janae Hancock. I don't know when I know she dropped last year. I don't know when last year she dropped. This is a song. One of her songs came across. You know how you listening to one song on whatever streaming channel streaming platform you listen to, and then it just starts to create more songs to play behind it to go with the algorithm of the song that you played. So this one song came on and I'm listening to it. I'm like, yo, this song is a vibe. It's an R&B song. I'm like, yo, this song is a vibe. Who is this? So I click on it, and then I click on it because the song is a vibe. And you know what I do? I hit the button that says go to album. And I go to the album. This is how you're going to discover more songs, young people. Oh my God, here we go. So I go to the album and I'm like, yo. And clearly, and I didn't look this up, but just my common knowledge of just listening to it and seeing what's going on, she might be a Snoop Dogg artist, or she either got a nice little cosign from Snoop, because Snoop is featured on the album, but she could possibly be, I need to look that up, because she could possibly be a Snoop Dogg artist. But Jane Hancock, really nice R&B album, really nice. She can sing too, man. So yeah, I've been listening to that as well. And yeah, man, that's where I am with music. But that's what I'm doing with my classes. We got homework. There's no way I can allow this many young people to come to my class and never heard a hip hop album and leave still never heard a hip hop album. We got work to do. What else? What else we got? I think that's good in music, man. I think that's all I got in music. A lot of things has happened. Where else we want to go with this? Oh, speaking of music, so I watched Cam Newton's podcast, every now and then I shuffle between different podcasts. You know, I'm a big listener to the Joe Budden podcast. But and every now and then I'll swing by Cam Newton's podcast. So Cam Newton, Freaky Friday is the name of his podcast, I believe, interviewed Lady London, who is a lady MC, female MC, hip hop rap artist, Lady London. And I've heard of her, right? Was not very super familiar with Lady London, but I've heard of her. So I was actually listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and they talked about her interview on Cam Newton. So I was like, let me go to Cam Newton podcast and take a listen to this interview. So I watched the interview, and dope interview. And like I said, I didn't know much about her. But the interview made me like her, just her as an individual. She bodied that interview. She did, like, I loved the interview. So it made me more intrigued about her. She's a female artist, rapper, bachelor's degree. She went to comes from an HBCU, Historical Black College and University, for those who don't know. And has a master's degree. Very intelligent young lady. And Cam Newton, let me tell you, y'all go watch that interview. Cam Newton was trying to shoot his shot in the most awkward way I've ever seen. And she was not having it. By she wasn't having it, I mean, she wasn't like shooting him down. It's just the way he was shooting his shot. How can I say this? Because I know dudes like this. It's like the good looking brother, the real good looking brother that always got the girls flocking to him. But he has no game. Like, if he didn't have his looks, he'd be on the struggle bus. Like, it's because, he's a good looking brother, and he's a decent individual, There's nothing wrong with them, but they ain't really got no game. They don't have to do much. They don't have to do much to get the girl. And see, you can tell that Cam Newton was that guy even before he became him. And now that Cam Newton is him, because Cam Newton is him, and those of y'all who watch, because I know I got a lot of subscribers and followers, and by a lot I mean just the people on here. I don't really have a lot of subscribers and followers. I'm trying to make that happen, but you know what I'm saying. I have subscribers. The majority of my subscribers probably don't know a lot of these people and references that I'm talking about. So Cam Newton is an ex-NFL football player, quarterback. I believe he was a first-round pick. Now has jumped into the commentary and podcast game, and doing his own thing with football commentary. So yeah, and he's killing it. So he's him now, right? I'm pretty sure he's a future Hall of Famer. So Cam Newton is him. So you can tell he's like used to rapping the girls a certain kind of way in the sense of like, you should be privileged to be sitting next to me and, and in my presence, you know what I mean? And all this, and he didn't know that she was an educated woman. And I wish I had the clip. I don't have the clip right now. But there's a clip of him trying to shoot his shot. Not even, but fake flirting. Not even necessarily shooting his shot, but fake flirting. And she was not having it, y'all. Oh my God. I don't know what he was saying. He was making up words, trying to describe himself. But he was saying it as if and then she was like correcting him or confused by the word he was using. And he was like, "No, this is my word. I'm making, you know what I mean? I made this word up." And she would like spell it, and he was spelled it. And even though he made the word up, he still didn't spell it the way it sounds. And it was embarrassing to watch. Like and there's a word for that, and I can't remember that word. Shout out to Dr. Lamont, Mark Lamont Hill. I'm gonna look that word up. There's a word for that when you're watching someone do something and you're embarrassed for them. Like, I was embarrassed. It was hard. It was gut-wrenching to watch a lot of that interview because he was not. And I went to college with a brother like that. I went to school with a dude like that. All the girls flocked to him. And he's my man's. But he didn't have no game. Like, spittery, a flow, just spitting game. He ain't really had that. But that's what was that's what I gathered from the Cam Newton and Lady London interview. Watch it, man. Go watch it. Y'all check it out. Let me know what you think about it. But I say all of that to say it made me want to look her up and check out her music. And she can flow. She has a very cute, soft, girly flow, which I ain't mad at. A very cute, soft, girly flow. So I think she only has one album. And I listened to the album, and like I said, she can flow, but she also mentioned in her interview that she wished that she had more support from her label, and and a real like team behind her, in that engine in the entertainment business. They always say you got to have like that engine behind you, which is just that team of people who's putting everything in place for you to win, with promotions and marketing and record label and producers, and just make sure the album comes out super fly and super dope. She mentioned that. So when I listened to the album, I got where she was coming from. Like, a lot of the songs kind of sounded the same to me. There was no song that made me want to back up and be like, "Oh no, let me listen to that again. That was fire." So, but she obviously can flow. Like, she obviously can rap. So I would love to see, listen to an album by her where she's getting like the support that she deserves. So shout out to Lady London. Give her a listen to if you guys haven't, if you're not familiar with her. But she's pretty dope. I liked it. Where are we? Oh, great news. Here we go. I got a brand, y'all, to get at me. Remember I said this show is brought to you by nobody at all? Not today. Today, we have Capezio Dancewear in Riverside. So all my dancers out there, you may be taking a dance class and you're taking a ballet class and you need to get the shoes and get the requirements for that ballet class. Every ballet class always requires you to wear leotard tights and canvas ballet slippers. And you're wondering where you're going to get that from. I'm telling you now, you can go get that. Get those items from Capezio in Riverside. Capezio Dancewear in Riverside. And You can get all purchases. Get those canvas ballet shoes, that leotard, those tights, that ballet skirt, or maybe you need some tap shoes for their tap class, or maybe you need some jazz shoes for that jazz class that you're taking. You know what I mean? They even got hip hop sneakers, hip hop dance shoes. I mean, they're just sneakers, but hey, you can get that at Capezio in Riverside, and for a 15% discount, please use the promo code TBJ to get that 15% discount on all purchases. All purchases. Remember to use that promo code TBJ. Say it with me now. TBJ to get that 15% discount on all purchases. Also, if you want to purchase online, maybe you can't. I know some of y'all are college students. Maybe you don't have a car. Maybe it's your first year or second year in school, and mom and pop didn't allow you to bring the car with you this time. Or you just don't have a car, no way to get around, and not really sure about how to catch the bus to Riverside. You can also order online. And their online is westcoastdancewear.com. Let me make sure I got that right. I did. It's westcoastdancewear.com. westcoastdancewear.com. This is also Capezio in Riverside. Same company, same place. The website is just different from the actual name of the store. And you can shop online, get your items shipped to you in one day. They on that Amazon-ish. Get it shipped to you in one day. You know what I mean? It's Tuesday, and you got class again on Thursday. You order them shoes on Tuesday, you're going to have them on Wednesday so that you can be in class fresh to death with your brand new shoes, with your brand new ballet shoes, busting out them pirouettes and them tendus and them plies and them dégagés from West Coast Dancewear if you go online. But you know, if you go online, you got to use that promo code. What's that promo code again? TBJ. That's right. Say it again with me. TBJ. Use that promo code to get all your dance wear at Capezio Riverside and online westcoastdancewear.com. And now we're back to the show. Yo, so what else we got popping off? Little announcement. Alvin Ailey, one of my favorite, not even one of my favorites, my favorite dance company, professional dance company to watch is Alvin Ailey. They will be in town. California, LA, Los Angeles, at the Music Center in downtown LA. They will be here March 25th through the 29th. If you've never seen a company, a professional dance company, rooted in ballet and modern, this is the company to watch. Alvin Ailey, historic black dance company. My favorite company to watch. Usually when they're in town, I try to make it my business to go see them. I haven't seen them in about 2 years, I think. It's been about 2 years since the last time I saw them. They will be in town March 25th through the 29th at the Music Center in downtown Los Angeles. Please, if you have the opportunity and the time to go check out Alvin Ailey, I highly encourage you to do so. You will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. And I don't know if they're presenting new work. Usually they're presenting new work. And they usually do Revelations, which is like the piece that they're known for. And some people may have seen Revelations online. Does nothing to seeing it live and in person on stage. So Alvin Ailey Dance Company will be in town at the Music Center in downtown Los Angeles March 25th through the 29th. You guys go check them out if you can. Um. Oh yeah, over the break, December. I mentioned that I was doing the Nutcracker, man. Just in case you were curious to know how the Nutcracker went, it went great. It was great shows, great crowds, really nice audience. Shows went very well. I was fighting an injury that I'm still battling right now. A pulled tendonitis in the bottom of my left foot. Was dealing with that. Other than having to deal with that, which is excruciating pain. The last time I had to deal with tendonitis was 3 years ago during Nutcracker in my shoulder, in my left shoulder. And man, like the pain from that, and it's one of those things that it doesn't really stop me from from dancing. The foot is stopping me more so than the shoulder did. It's one of those things that once it's warm, you don't feel it. It's fine. You feel it. You feel the most pain once it cooled down. Once you're not moving it and it's not in action. That's when I feel it the most. So, like during the performance, during the dance, I was all right. I had to take a lot of time to warm it up, and get it going. And once I fired up the muscles and fired up the joints and the tendon, I was okay once I got on stage. But right after the show, I'm limping, could barely walk. So I've been working on it. But other than that, man, it was a good show, good run. Yeah, it was a good show. It was a good run. And we're supposed to be doing some more stuff. I thought we would have been in rehearsals already by now. I have no idea what's happening. So we'll see how we're going. But we do have Mary Poppins coming up soon. And then after Mary Poppins, we should be doing A Midsummer Night's Dream, the ballet. So we're doing Mary Poppins, the musical, and then A Midsummer Night's Dream, the ballet. So I have those coming up as soon as we get dates for those shows. Actually, there are dates right now. If you want to check out those dates, we'll be on the website at ipballet.org. Again, you can check the website for the dates of those shows at ipballet.org. And I'm going to try to get you guys, for those who want to come to that show, we're working on it, man. I'm going to get a promo code for that as well. So if you want to come to those shows, I'll get you a promo code, a little discount code, so that you can use that discount code when you want to purchase your tickets for those shows. And I'll keep you guys posted with that. And yeah, that's what I had going on over the break. Another reason why that was another reason why it took us so long to get back to each other. You know what I mean? To do to shoot again, shoot another episode. It's also, I'm up for senior promotion, a senior professorship promotion at UCR, one of the schools I teach at. So I was getting a lot of paperwork for that. Part of the promotion for that is me just writing had to write some paper, like a 5-page paper, and get together a whole file of all the stuff that I've done, and talk about what I do in the classroom and all those different things. So that, and it, not so much that a 5-page paper was like the hardest thing about it. It wasn't that it was a 5-page paper that I had to write. It was more so about all the stuff that I've done and putting it only into 5 pages, because that's the max. So it took me some time to play around with that and work on that and get that together. And then you guys got the holiday stuff going on. So yeah, man, it just took a minute for us to get back to it. And I'm shooting this thing by myself. And now that I'm talking about it, just brought me to another point of mine. I am looking for a video editor. So viewers, if you're out there, if you know somebody, or one of my viewers out there is dope at the video editing, I am looking for an editor to help me with these videos. I am willing to pay. Hit me up hit me in the inbox, hit me with the in the chats, in the comments. Let's talk. Excuse me. Let's talk about it. Excuse me, y'all. Allergies is just crazy right now. So, but yeah, I'm looking for an editor, someone to help me with editing these videos. So if I got anybody out there who knows somebody, get at your boy. Holla at me. Let's talk. Let's talk about it. Right on. What else do we have on the board? What's important? Yo, give it up for me, y'all. I downloaded TikTok. Give it up for me. Give it up for me. Clap it up. Clap it up. Yep, I finally did it. I'm late to the party. You know how I do. Downloaded TikTok. I'm a part of the TikTok family now. There's that. What else has happened? Let me check my notes, man. I don't have a lot going on, man. I just wanted to get back to you guys. I couldn't wait to get back to y'all, man, and chop it up and talk. Oh yeah, a lot of things has happened, man. Netflix buys Warner Brothers, which they're trying to buy Warner Brothers, I believe. I don't know. I have to check the news again to see where they are in that whole procedure. But a couple weeks ago, Netflix decided to jump into that bidding pool to buy Warner Brothers. I had asked my students about this a couple weeks ago, actually, and how they felt about it, because I heard that one of the stipulations of them purchasing Warner Brothers would be that movies that they put into the theaters will only get to stay in the theaters for 17 days, is what I heard. And I don't know how I feel about that. I'm a moviegoer. I'm a person who loves to go to the movies, man. Like, I love to go to the movies. It's an event for me. I mean, I'm one of those who used to do double features at the movies. Like, I go to the movies and just sit in there all day. Go see one movie, get out, go into the other movie, sit in there and watch that movie. You know what I mean? And sometimes I pay, sometimes I wouldn't. I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes I just get up and walk into the other movie. Sometimes I would buy 2 tickets. You know, it is what it is. We're not gonna spend too much time on that part. But I love to go to the movies. So to say that they'll only spend like 17 days in the theaters, like just a little over 2 weeks, is crazy to me. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about that part of it. But you know, Netflix is jumping into the pod game now. So now there's podcasts on Netflix. Like, it's crazy what's happening with this acquisition. So if they actually end up purchasing Warner Brothers, it's going to be a crazy deal right there. So that's happening. The Diddy doc that 50 Cent produced dropped. Again, like I said, I got a lot of students on here who not really hip with what's happening in the culture. So the Diddy, Puff Daddy, documentary that 50 Cent produced dropped over the holiday break. I watched that, and it's a very well done documentary. I had thoughts on it. I didn't write any of my notes down, so now I'm just trying to like remember it, how I felt when I was watching it. It revealed a lot. It's sad what's going on behind the scenes with people like a Diddy, who has been such a pioneer and mover and shaker, and who just meant and means so much to the culture of hip hop, and has contributed so much to the culture of hip hop. To know like what's going on with him behind the scenes, man, and what was going on with him behind the scenes, and things that us, the normal folk, didn't know about. People in the industry probably heard rumors about a lot of stuff, but it was a lot of stuff that like we just didn't know that that documentary reveals. And it's sad. It's sad. They always have this thing about never meet your heroes. Not that Diddy was ever a hero to me, but I just love to see young black brothers win, man. That that take nothing and make something out of it. And I hate to see what's going on with him. And although it exposes Diddy to a lot of stuff that he's done, like a lot of wild, crazy shit he's done. It also made me, I guess, feel sorry for him as well, because it also talks about his upbringing and his mom. And his mom, I think, might have been a madam. And for those of y'all who don't know what a madam is, if you know what a pimp is, a madam is a female pimp, pretty much. You know what I mean? So, and his mom used to throw these parties, and and he was just a kid, and he would be at these parties seeing all this like grown up adult shit happening at these parties. And it also it kind of made me feel sorry for him. In like, if for lack of a better way of saying, like, humanized him a little bit. But also exposed. It gave you it kind of gave you a method to the madness. You know what I mean? Why the monster was created. You know what I mean? And I just hate to see that. I hate to see that. But it was a really good doc. It was a well done doc. I actually want to watch it again. At some point. And I think I will. I'll do that. I'll watch it again and come back and probably give like a more in-depth analysis of it. But if you haven't seen it, like, you should check it out. The Diddy doc. I don't even know if that's what it's called, but everybody calls it the Diddy doc. But it's the Diddy documentary. What else, man? I think that's it. I love it when I end up giving like impromptu lectures in class. Yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I ended up giving like an hour-long lecture in class. I had my students last week. I told my students like I wanted to ask them something. I said, yo, I got a question for y'all, but I don't know how to ask this question. I said, when I figure it out, I'll let you know. And I thought I would be able to figure it out in the time of the class, but then the class ended and we went on throughout the weekend. So we come back on Tuesday, and I always ask my class, like, when we meet on Tuesdays, like what they did over the weekend, if anybody did anything fun or cool over the weekend. And so we're going through that, and some of my students are telling me what they did over the weekend. And another student, and I was just about to get ready to start the class and get to teaching like the choreography. So one of my students was like, "Hey, did you remember what that question was you wanted to ask us?" So like, I've been thinking, that thing had me, I've been curious about it all weekend. So I was like, no, I haven't. I haven't figured out how to ask that question. I had been thinking about it, but I still don't know how to ask the question. So she was like, well, just ask it. Just say it. So I'm like trying to figure out a way to ask the question, and ended up going on like this whole tangent like I do, talking about all, my question really was, and maybe let's see if I still know how to ask it, because it took me a while. I had to go through a lot of different avenues to get what I was trying to say out. But basically, I wanted to know if the things that I ask are too deep for the students that I'm talking to. Like the things that I ask of them or present to them or suggest to them, sometimes I wonder if it's just too deep of a thing. Like if it's even something that they even want to be concerned about, want to think about, like, Brandon. Because I asked myself, I'm like, well, Brandon, when you was that age, would you have thought about this stuff? Would you have done this thing? And for me, the answer is yes. Like, I'm constantly, like, I'm late to the party with a lot of things, man, in life. Due to a lot of other things. More so just my upbringing and, you know, where I came from and how I grew up and where I grew up. I'm just late to the party, man, and in a lot of things in life. And I'm constantly saying, like, I wish I would have known then what I know now, what I just learned. I wish I would have known that back then. I would have moved so differently. I would have did things differently. So now, me knowing that about myself and saying that about myself, I try to extend that to my students. Mainly because I don't take the job that I do for granted. Like, I think it's a very important job, man. And I think it's, I told my students this, I say, I think it's very divine that I have them and they got me. I think it's divine that the universe has put us together in this space at this particular time through the avenue of hip hop. I think it's divine that I'm there, so I try to make that moment mean something. I want to make that moment mean something. The fact that we're here together. So my ask is I gave an example of just something simple as like the day. You know what I mean? Walking outside, the sun is shining, the weather is perfect. It's not too hot. It's not too cool. It's a perfect California day. You know what I mean? And walking outside, feeling that, and saying to yourself, you know what, today I'm gonna have a good day, regardless of anything. I'm just gonna have a good day, and choosing that for yourself, and then allowing that to just be, and trying to make most of your days feel that way. Because I watched them come into class, and I watched them move, and a lot of times I can see the weight bearing on them, and sometimes I think the weight that they're holding isn't that heavy of a weight, you know what I mean, if they really think about it. So just things like that, choosing to you know, just have a good day, and or choosing meditation. Like I suggest meditation, 7 minutes of meditation every day, every morning if you can, or to start your day, or at some point in your day, taking 7 minutes to yourself to just meditate, like things like that. Sometimes I'm like, Brandon, you know, just, or talking about on here, I've talked about learning how to invest, learning about the stock market, like, and I'm passing this information on to them, but then I'm like, man, I don't know if these young people care about that kind of stuff, man. Like, so that was my question in a nutshell, and it took me an hour to like give examples of that, and I ended up, you know, speaking on a few other things, but that was like that ended up turning into like an hour-long discussion, which I think was obviously needed. And I was trying not to do that. Like, again, I was about to get into teaching the class, and my student asked me that question, and as I was like struggling to try to get the question out, try to explain what I meant. She whispered, I hear her whisper over to me and talking about some, just let them use you. Just let them use you. I was like, oh, here we go. So I ended up doing the Lord's work and just talking to the young folk and talking to the students. And they ended up, it seems like they ended up really receiving it and appreciating the impromptu conversation we had. And I actually love doing stuff like that, man. So it was really dope. So shout out to my class, man. You guys are fire. And I really appreciated that all the kind words that you guys said to me on Tuesday. And really dope, man. Really dope group. That was fire. I love it when we get to have moments like that in the classroom. I feel like that's what college is really all about. So shout out to them. Yo, man, where are we? I think we did it. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Everyday Shuffle on the talented Brandon J YouTube channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you, man. Hopefully I said something today that was entertaining. Hopefully I said something today. I'm always curious too. You know, I listen to other podcasts and I scroll past like random channels and podcasts and YouTube channels, and everybody's getting in this game, man. And some people I start, like, I'll click on the channel. One thing I can't say this enough, like, the one thing I don't want to do with my channel, man, is use other people's content to boost my channel. Like, I don't want to be one of those who use other people's content to get you to click on my channel and just talk about other people's conversation. Definitely don't want to do that. I think I got more to talk about, more to say, and enough of my own, and I'm creative enough to come up with my own content to hopefully that you guys just rock with me, and not use any clickbait. But people be doing it, and like, I just can't stand some people's voices. Like, everybody ain't got the voice to podcast or hold people on a YouTube channel. Like, your voice ain't it. I don't even know how to describe it, but you know it when you hear, like, some people, and it's not even like it's an annoying voice, like high pitch or squeaky or raspy. Like, I ain't even saying it's all of that. It's just some people I don't want to listen to for that long. Like, you're talking too much. I'm done listening to you talk. And it's not even that you're saying anything that I don't want to hear. I'm actually very interested in hearing what you're talking about. I just want somebody else to say it. So, and then I was like, well, shit, I hope nobody feels that way about me. I hope I got a voice for this, that people don't mind listening to, because I kind of do it for a living. So, but those kids ain't got no choice. They signed up for the class, so there's that. But anyway, excuse me. But hopefully I said something to you, man, in this episode that made you feel good about yourself, that made you, that was entertaining to you, that inspired you, motivated you in some shape, way, form, or fashion. And man, if I was able to do that for you today, one time for me, 2 times for you. I appreciate you guys, man. Tune in next time for the next episode. Until next time, man. Till next time I see you. Be safe out there. Much blessings to you, man. Tell somebody you love them. Hug them. Appreciate them. Take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Get up early in the morning. Get you that 7 minutes of meditation. Stay hydrated. Drink your water, man. If it's cold where you are, stay warm. You know what I mean? Do your thing, man. You guys stay healthy out there. Stay cool. And I appreciate you. And till the next time, I see you.